both crushing hard on each other, but it was like two ships passing because one of us was always in a relationship.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebs who admitted to crushing on their co-stars. Number 10, Lana Condor and Noah Centineo.
There's no one like you, Cubby.
If you're wondering why Lara Jean and Peter Kavinsky never dated in real life, that's because the actors agreed not to. Before filming began on the first movie, the co-stars spent some time together getting to know each other. The mutual attraction was immediately evident to both of them, but Lana shut it down right away, allegedly telling Noah that it wasn't going to happen.
You really know how to zap the fun out of it.
Both actors agreed that they needed to remain professional and just friends to make the films. Number 9, Juliana Margulies and George Clooney. In the original ER pilot script, Juliana's nurse, Carol Hathaway, was supposed to overdose and pass away, but test audiences loved her, so the script was changed, and along with Clooney's Dr. Ross, she became part of one of the most popular TV couples of the 90s. And one of the reasons for their popularity was the obvious chemistry they had on screen, and apparently off screen as well.
7 minutes, door to door.
You anticipated every move, every beat. Yes, I mean it.
Margulies went so far as to write in her memoir that their on-screen appeal couldn't have happened if they didn't have a crush on each other behind the scenes. Number 8, Mandy Moore and Shane West.
Are you trying to seduce me?
Why? Are you seducible?
In 2017, the cast was interviewed to celebrate the 15th anniversary of the romantic drama, and it was then that Moore, who played Jamie Sullivan, admitted to having a huge crush on her co-star Shane West, who played Landon Carter. She actually used even stronger words than crush to describe her feelings, telling Entertainment Weekly, quote, "There was definitely a part of me that absolutely fell in love with him." Number 7, Helen Mirren and Vin Diesel. There are people all over the world with a crush on Vin Diesel, but it might surprise you to know that the great Helen Mirren is one of them. And while they finished filming the 9th film in the Fast and Furious franchise in 2019, this crush reportedly started years ago. In 2015, Mirren told Seth Meyers that she fell for Vin when she saw him talking at a ceremony.
He seems like your type.
Vin, I love you.
And according to Vin, she is someone that he loves. Number 6, Kristen Stewart and Amy Adams. Stewart has had crushes on her co-stars before. Her intense, oft-scrutinized relationship with Robert Pattinson began after they worked together on the Twilight set as Bella Swan and Edward Cullen. And while it didn't lead to a relationship, she found herself totally crushing on Amy Adams as well. In a 2013 interview, Stewart was asked about her cinematic crushes, and she mentioned 2 people, Harrison Ford and her on-the-road co-star, Amy Adams. About Amy, she said,
"She's my favorite actress, I think, right now. I have a total crush on her because I got to work with her, too."
Number 5, Zac Efron and Rose Byrne. Efron and Halston Sage were allegedly seeing each other during filming, so we think it's safe to say he had a crush on her. But the one he's come out and talked about is Rose Byrne.
So long, neighbor.
Efron has admitted to having a thing for Aussie women, and has gone so far as to call the actress who portrayed Kelly Radner magical. She's got a light about her that you can't teach or learn, he's been quoted as saying.
FYI, Kelly, I'm still down.
Number 4, Emma Watson and Tom Felton. Watson, who famously inhabited the role of Hermione Granger, has admitted that during the filming of the first 2 Harry Potter films, she had a major crush on Draco Malfoy actor Tom Felton. It was her first crush ever, and the fact that he told her he only saw her as a younger sister broke her heart. Well, when speaking to Entertainment Tonight in 2021, Felton didn't deny that the feeling was mutual, calling the pair something.
We are something, if that makes any sense, as far as we've been very close for a long time, and I adore her. I think she's fantastic.
Number 3, Hilary Duff and Chad Michael Murray. Chad Michael Murray was still melting hearts on One Tree Hill, and Hilary Duff was fresh off her star-making role of Lizzie McGuire when the two were cast in the modern fairy tale retelling A Cinderella Story.
You think I'd remember those eyes? You're so beautiful.
And as charming as he was on screen as Austin, we can only assume he was just as endearing off screen, given that his co-star Duff admits to having had a crush on him while playing Sam. They ended up becoming friends, but Duff admits to initially being very nervous about sharing smooches for the camera. Number 2, Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. Have you ever had a crush on someone and then found out years later that they actually had a crush on you too? Well, you aren't alone. The same thing happened to Speed co-stars Bullock and Reeves, whose characters, Annie Porter and Jack Traven, were on-screen romantic interests. The action thriller was a huge hit back in 1994, and it launched Bullock to Hollywood stardom. But in 2018, she told Ellen DeGeneres that being serious while shooting was difficult because of how much she was crushing on Reeves.
It was hard. It was really, it was hard for me to like really be serious. Like he would look at me and I'd be like,
And as it turns out, Keanu was smitten with her as well.
She obviously didn't know I had a crush on her either.
Oh, wow.
Number 1, Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer. Through 10 seasons of Friends, David Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston portrayed Ross and Rachel, bringing us on a journey of unreciprocated crushes, cheer-inducing first kisses, heart-rending breakups, drunken marriages, a daughter, and everything in between. While no one could deny the chemistry between them, it took the Friends reunion in 2021 for them to admit it was so palpable because the two of them really had crushes on each other. Schwimmer described how the two would cuddle during rehearsals and how the timing just never seemed right to make anything official.
How did not everyone know we're crushing on each other?